Hey guys, today on Ref, the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross and what looks like a really clever plug-in hybrid system. Is it though? Let's find out. When I first saw the car, I immediately thought that's pretty much how an Autobot from Transformers would design a car.
Autobots, roll out! We roll.
Who needs hybrids when the world is going electric?
I'm gonna take you for the ride of your life. Belt up and hang on.
Mitsubishi really put some thought into this. In total, you've got 3 engines that are connected to a small 13.8 kilowatt hour battery. Now you might think 3 engines, well, that thing must be fast. Well, no, not really, because in total they will only produce 188 horsepower. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour will take you 10.9 seconds, and the top speed is limited to 162 kilometers or even 135 kilometers when you're in all-electric mode.
I want to boot some Decepticon right in his turbocharger.
Easy, cliff jumper.
But this car isn't about driving at high speeds. Instead, it's all about burning as little fuel as possible and driving all electric as much as possible.
Mitsubishi claims a use of 19.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres plus a fuel consumption of 1.7 litres per 100 k's and an all-electric range of 61 kilometres. But as with all consumption numbers, these should be taken with a grain of salt.
So to achieve those numbers, the Eclipse Cross can either drive in serial hybrid mode, so the combustion engine works as a generator that produces the energy to feed the 2 electric motors, or in parallel mode, where all 3 engines work together to get you going. The good thing is you don't really need to know about all the technical details, because the car will automatically choose the mode that's the most efficient one.
The unique and futuristic design should really turn some heads.
Now, design-wise, Mitsubishi changed the car quite a bit, especially here at the front with these narrow headlights. When I first saw the car, I immediately thought, well, that's pretty much how an Autobot from Transformers must or would design a car.
Think of one of them as my soul.
Can you transform?
It's not every day that you see a car that reminds you of your childhood.
Now, interior-wise, it's quite funny when you think about the definitely futuristic-looking exterior and then have a look in here, because that's quite the opposite, which isn't a bad thing. Call me old-fashioned, but I actually like to have some knobs and buttons to change the volume. Now back here, they also changed the design quite a bit. Before we had like a 2-split design back here, so visibility wasn't that great, but it's now improved. What didn't improve that much is the cargo space, because in fact that got a little bit smaller, 385 liters. But okay, at least you've got another additional storage space here for like your charging cable, which is nice. And there's something quite special. If you look here, yes, that's a 230 volt socket. That's quite a clever idea. I mean, if you have a battery in your car, why not use it as a power bank, right?
He has found a source of energy. Excellent.
Talking about charging, there might be a little problem for some, which could be a deal breaker. I mean, if you want to charge at home, you've got your wall box, that's no problem, as you've got like your Type 2 plug here. AC charging takes around 4 hours, you're good to go. But
There's not enough energy in these conductors to last a Cortex.
if you want to use a fast charger, well, if you take a look, yes, that's a Shademo, and as you know, Shademo is used in Japan, but here in Europe we've got CCS as a standard, so Yeah, that's not ideal.
Efficiency is clearly important to the future of the automotive industry. So too is familiarity. Mitsubishi are working on both by creating a system that looks more like what drivers are used to, while also making the vehicle more efficient.
Now, what I really like about the Eclipse Cross is that Mitsubishi gives you the option to further increase the efficiency by actively changing the amount of recuperation. Other manufacturers often will tell you in an electric car or in a plug-in hybrid, well, that's too complicated, the customer won't understand the system, so let's not do that. But in the Eclipse Cross, you've got the option. And I think changing the amount of recuperation is part of the fun of driving an electric car or a plug-in hybrid car. So you've got these pedals here that you normally would know from a normal combustion engine car to change gears, but in here you've got 5 levels of recuperation, and by pressing them you can change the amount of recuperation. And there's a 6th mode that will let you sail.
Autobots, start your engines!
Mitsubishi will even actively challenge you to drive as efficiently as possible, and for that they, well, included a kind of mini game. As you can see here, there's this little tree, and normally the tree is empty. It's a sad, empty little tree, but by not driving like a maniac, speeding, going hard on the brake, but instead using your recuperation modes and the sailing mode in a clever and efficient way, the tree will slowly turn green until it's fully green and a happy little green tree. It sounds stupid, I know, but let me tell you, it's quite fun. So to sum it up, let's talk the good and the bad about the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. All in all, you get a really efficient and relaxing to drive plug-in hybrid system, plus a great all-electric range when using the EV mode, and well, the 61 kilometers should be plenty for everyday use. On top of that, there's the design. I mean, well, probably won't work for everybody, but it's definitely a head-turner. Well, when we talk about the downsides, there's the kind of limited top speed, plus the missing CCS socket, which could be a deal breaker for some.